Well, when you know the news around Newcastle United is quiet, that it doesn't stay quiet for long, and today there's been quite the bombshells dropped, two of them. Hello everyone, I'm Andy, back on the channel for the first time since January. Been away far too long, promise I'll be back more regularly from now on. Two big bombshells dropped today. One being Lewis Hall. Looks likely he'll return to Chelsea in the summer. Hasn't met the minutes played. The quota in that loan contract, which was rumoured a couple of weeks ago, but now big thanks to obviously Peter Robb for this one. I know people get sceptical about the in the nose on Twitter, me included, but when it comes to reliability, Peter Robb's up there. Don't know who he knows at the club, but whoever they are quite reliable. So I don't know how to feel for with the whole Lewis Hall situation. For me, in looking for him, it just looks like it's been a waste of his time. He hasn't had much game time to show off his development or showing any signs of development. He's only played the 11 games. Obviously, that one goal that came against Man United away in the Carabao Cup, and 2 yellow cards as well. So it's hard to get. I mean, the old saying goes, don't fall in love with a lone player. I think we all fell in love a little bit when we saw that this deal was going to be maybe to be permanent with him being a Newcastle fan, but unfortunately this one's just not worked out for either party, I'd say. And it does look like he'll be heading back to Chelsea in the summer, where he'll probably end up out on loan again. Looking at the kind of the talent pool Chelsea have got, yes, they can't play football, and hopefully we'll still be saying that after Monday night. It just hasn't been a good year for Lewis Hall at the club. Who knows? Maybe things could turn around. Maybe we will go on to sign him. But at the minute, for him, things haven't looked great this season, and probably don't look great for himself if he was wanting to stay at Newcastle for a little while longer. Sandro, ole, ole, ole. More like Sandro, oh no, oh no, oh no, not again. Here we are again with news surrounding Sandro Tonali and Barnes. Again, rumours going around today that Tonali could be facing an extension to that ban that was implied by the Italian FA. This time it's the English FA are apparently maybe putting another ban in place, which will see Tonali not be back until after the end of this year, which to me just sounds absolutely nuts. Ivan Toney, we've seen the amount of charges that he faced. He's back up and running and playing after serving his ban. Surely this ban imposed by the Italian FA has been enough. Like, obviously, totally against what he's done, what he's been speculated done regards to betting in football, but just he's come the end of August, he'll have more than served his time, and I'm just desperate to see him in a black and white shirt again, because I mean, you saw the game against Villa, he was absolutely fantastic. Liverpool until he got taken off, and then things went west and ended up losing the game. I just think Tonali being back would give Bruno that freedom that we've seen in the last couple of weeks, where he's just been driving the ball forward himself, and I just think he'd complete that middle three of, I'm a big fan of having the Joe Linton, Joe Willock rotation back. Hopefully that is Joe Linton signs a new extension. I know his best mate Bruno was on Twitch the other night saying that he's hoping he will, and apparently that was one good news takeaway of the past few days, that contract negotiations are starting to seem in a more positive light when it comes to Joe Linton. But I think we're all just desperate to see Tonali back. That's why the chance of their game in, game out. It's just frustrating, and I can't imagine how frustrating it'll be for him, to think he's had this end date in sight, that end date at the end of August, to come back, put all this behind him and just get on with his football, and then to find out that it could be imposed on you till the end of the year is just it's absolutely crazy, you know, in a year, well, a year and a bit more out of a career in any role is is tough. Never mind in football. So hopefully, I mean, all the conversations about Tonali and training are always positive from Eddie Howe. So hopefully they do remain positive, and everyone remains positive around him to help him keep positive. And hopefully the FA can just put a final ruling in that this one from the ban imposed by the Italian FA is enough at the end of the day. In a little lighter news, to end the video on kind of a high note, Amanda Staveley's been doing a talk in Saudi Arabia today, where she's been talking about the takeover, what the club was like to come into. You know, fans angry, players that weren't good enough to be at the club, a manager that she's labelled lazy and didn't want to do his job. So it's nice that Steve Bruce is finally being painted in that light. You know, this whole nice bloke persona thing has just been sent out the window by Amanda, which big fan of. You know, these players have hinted on in past interviews, the likes of Sean Longstaff, you know, that they felt their careers took a stint while Bruce was here because they weren't training enough. Hence why they were all thrown up on the side of the pitch when Eddie Howe first turned up and he had them training properly. Yeah, so that was nice to hear, and it's nice to hear that, you know, the impact they want to have and make on the club going into the future. But yeah, two big bombshells today. Hopefully, again, Monday we'll still be able to see Chelsea aren't very good at football, and might have some better news coming in after that. After Trippier, yeah, another one, Trippier being out for a while, but again, I guess in a good light is Livermento's going to get a stint in his actual playing position, so that'll be great to see. But yeah, lovely to be back on the channel. Let me know in the comments what you make of the Lewis Hall situation, what you make of Tonali's pan maybe getting extended, Amanda coming out telling the truth about Steve Bruce, Trippier being out, Livermento in. It's been quite a lot of a week, bearing in mind Newcastle don't play on the weekend and it's a Monday night we play on. So yeah, hopefully more positive news next week, and hopefully see you next week as well. Catch us later.